Welcome to 5.6. Starting out here like normal because I don't know if there's going to be something that's immediately necessary to look at. If there's not, you're not going to see this part. So if you're seeing this part, that means there's something immediately necessary to look at.
You know what? The Windbloom Festival should be coming up. We haven't been to Mondstadt in a while. Come on, let's go check up on all our old friends.
Okay, so the Windbloom Festival is back, which is cool. I wonder if Wind Trace is back. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, 5.6. Let's go. Ifa. Can each ride and okay. Can each ride and Shogun rerun? Honestly, Raiden would probably be useful, but we're not here for that. We don't care at the moment. Nothing there. New, obviously, our Freema gems, our 600 Freema gems. I think there was an issue, and that's why. Let's see. What do we have? We have the Escoffier story quest, our test runs, of course, a Archon quest interlude, of course, a new boss. Okay, we're gonna have to. Is this a weekly boss? No, it's an overworld boss. Okay, cool. We will have to take a look at that. There is a okay. That's a new thing right here. We'll have to take a look at that. We will take a look at that. I think that's everything here. Let's see. Obviously, this reset, and then we have obviously the banners, Escoffier and Navia. Kind of goes hard. Ifa, of course. What's funny is these are all Natlan or Fontaine weapons, and then the Wids. I saw somebody point that out. And then in here, it's just this. Okay, nobody cares. I don't use the artifact transmuter, so I don't care. So, first, I think we're gonna do test runs. And honestly, I think we're gonna go this direction. Well, I think we'll do Ifa first because I think Ifa is one of the more interesting. I don't know anything about Ifa. All I know is what he looks like. Obviously, he was in the quest. Ifa's elemental skill causes him to hover and move swiftly with Kakao's help. During this time, Ifa will fire tonic shots that can heal all party members when he taps or holds his normal attack. His elemental burst fires a sedative that explodes upon hit, pulling all nearby objects and opponents in and dealing AoE animo damage. And then it can be infused, I assume, if it hits the opponent. This is what a team. Official Shingsho Auroran. Okay, I'm assuming. Let's take a look at his stuff though. So, Wandering Even Star, that might be new. I don't know. I have no idea. I've never seen this weapon before. He's on VV. Okay. Can I look at these? I can. What are his EM? Yep. Triple EM. Okay. C0. Okay. Normal attacks do his thing. They do animo damage. We can look at those. Oh, let's see. Healing damage. Healing on hit is part of your scales off elemental mastery. Interesting. Do you want to just build a bunch of EM for his healing? I'm assuming this is just a tag. Okay, let's try this out. I want to try his normal attacks. That is not. Oh my god! Wait, does he just have a gun? He just has a gun. This game is getting more and more like Zenless with each passing update, isn't it? And then if you charge attack, you do that. And then okay, he is a catalyst, so let's go with this. So apparently, if you do this, oh yeah, he does just kind of float. Can you go up and down? Oh, you can. You can go up and down. Okay, so you just kind of glide along. Oh, that's kind of funny. Can I go down? Oh, how do you go down? There we go.
Nothing personal.
Okay, that's honestly not too bad. That's pretty cool.
Midnight, Fantastic.
Too slow.
Witness the power.
Time to say hello.
If we do this. I wonder how this works outside of that, right?
Mind your step.
Because you can float infinitely in Natlan, but I wonder how it works outside of that. You know?
Midnight Phantasma. Go. You're free now.
Let me weave you a bird.
And you can just kind of left click on him, and obviously he has healing too. I believe his healing is his burst, right? Is it, or is it his skill? Oh, look at these. They have little pop-out things. Oh, if you shoot them while flying, you get the healing. Oh. Okay, so you kind of want to... What's the... Okay, 6-second cooldown. That's honestly kind of cool. Hold on, let this recharge. So I'm assuming you're going to want to do something like this.
Tell me what you see.
Rain cutter.
You know, burst first and then go into this and just kind of... And you can't hold it. It looks like it shoots faster if you hold it, and your team gets healed as you on-field it. So he's kind of an on-field healer. My guess is the best way to build him that I can think of, like off the top of my head, is build him like Lanyan, or like use him like a DPS Lanyan, where you do everything else and then you on-field him. That seems to make them both sense, right? Or like a Mizuki or something like that. No, I think he's gonna have a little bit lower damage potential, but you know, I don't actually know. He seems really fun though. Like he at least seems very interesting, you know. Yeah, and this just slightly heals them. That's pretty cool. I like that. I honestly kind of like him.
Come here, you little rascal.
So I do think he's going to be more of a on-field, but he's not going to be the bulk of the damage. He's just going to be the guy you stick on field while all your off-field characters do something, right? I feel like that's definitely
Let me leave you a verse. Rain out.
what he is going to be, right? Okay, that's cool. I like that. I think it's an interesting playstyle. And then obviously we have Navia. I've used Navia. You've used Navia. If you haven't used Navia in this game yet, I don't know how, because she's been in like 3 events recently.
Everybody stand back. Your life is mine. Don't waste my time. Feeling lucky?
Boom.
Hey there. Attack!
Attack!
That's the way. It's nothing. I'm going in. Nice and spicy. This one's got your name on it. This one's got your name on it.
Wow.
Hiya! Submit. Eat this. This one's got your...
There. Okay. Yeah. Navia is not incredibly interesting in comparison to her. And then we have the creme de la creme, the cream of the crop, Escoffier. Now this is interesting because Escoffier is somebody I'm interested in getting. The cooking mech created by Escoffier's tapped elemental skill will follow the current active character and fire shots towards nearby opponents at intervals, deal cryo damage. Her elemental burst will restore HP to all party members and deal AoE cryo damage. Additionally, Escoffier can also decrease the hydro and cryo res of opponents. The more party members of the relevant elemental type she has, the greater the effect. So this will be interesting. Why is Mika on this team? I assume this is a...
Witness the power of the wild. No, my soul.
Now's our chance. Going under.
A little amuse-bouche. Ha. Ha. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it just kind of goes.
Ja. Yeah.
It does, in fact, just kind of...
Rain cutter.
Leave the wounded to me. Commencing cleanup. Hair.
Off to the freezer.
It does, in fact, just... Yeah, it just shoots.
Ignorant. A burst of flavor.
Boom. 40,000 damage. That's not too bad. We should look at the build, actually. Just see how she's built. See what her weapon is and whatnot.
Let me leave you a verse.
Going under.
I don't know, like, how Fremine is used, by the way, so...
A little amuse-bouche.
Forgive me if I'm, using that guy wrong, but... Alright, I want to take a look at her build. I did not mean to do that. Okay, we're going to go back in and then take a look at her build, because I did not mean to leave. I pressed escape to close the menu. Let us see this. I want to see how she's... I probably could have just viewed her character. I don't care. We're gonna go in here, see her build. Her thing, crit damage. Attack is increased by 12% when an equipped character is off field. Attack is additionally increased Attack is increased by 12% when off field. It's increased by another 12%. After initiating healing, the equipping character and the characters that have healed will obtain the Sweet Echoes effect, increasing their okay. So she buffs attack, or the weapon buffs attack, at least the weapon, not her. So I'm just editing the video, right? I had this idea while I was doing it. I was looking at, we can't actually do it here. We need to go here. Hold on. If we look at this, I believe, yeah. So I'm at the section where I talk about her weapon, and so the weapon increases attack by 12%. I say this, right? I just said this. And then when you get healed, you get 32% attack for 3 seconds. My question is, would this work for Arlecchino? Because I did a little bit of Googling, nothing too deep, but I searched it up a little bit, and it seems like clearing Bond of Life is treated as healing. And obviously, Arlecchino can only do that to herself. But would this work with Arlecchino is my question. Because I feel like it realistically could. I think Arlecchino wants attack. I obviously don't know. I don't have Arlecchino. I don't play Arlecchino. But Arlecchino wants attack, right? Obviously, you won't get the additional 12% when off field because Arlecchino is not. But like the healing, you get another 32 for 3 seconds. And I feel like, I know you don't heal very often as Arlecchino. So I feel like it might not be good, but I think it could probably work. If I'm understanding it correctly. If I'm not understanding correctly, that's totally possible because I'm stupid. But it's like, I feel like this could work on Arlecchino, I feel like it could. I don't know how good it would be, but I feel like it could work. So if anybody pulls the weapon and has Arlecchino, try it out, because you can either come back here or do whatever. But like, try it out and see how good it is, because I think it realistically could work. I don't know how good it'd be again, but I think it could work. Golden Troop. Okay. I'm gonna just go when not on field. Yeah. When not on field, do more damage. C0, of course. Talents. Her artifacts. Yeah. Let's see. Hold on. Click here. Whatever. Whatever. EM crit rate. Crit EMER looks like it. I don't know if she needs HP. I wouldn't imagine so. Attack sands, cryo damage, crit rate. Because she has a crit damage weapon. So you probably, if you can get high crit, you probably want a crit rate thing. Or crit damage thing. Healing scales off of attack, it looks like. So you slap attack on her, she does more healing. Just clicking back on the field, clicking in a Zord. Yeah, okay. That's the making food idea. So if you, I don't know if I can do it here, but if you hold it and you hit it with elemental attacks, so you go like this. This will pop out. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but that'll pop out 10 dishes a week, which is pretty okay. Oh yeah, and she's got this special charge attack, and she also has a tail. Is that a tail? I mean, she's human, right? She looks human, so I think that's probably just a piece of technology, I would suppose. I wish I could use her on a team that I actually want to, use. She seems good though, like Escoffier. What else do we have? New boss. I don't think there's a new region. There's the whole thing that's happening in Mondstadt. Maybe, but let's go fight this boss. I believe he's over here. I don't know how to get over there. I mean, I can walk across the water. That would work. I can't be bothered to figure out how to get over there. I'm just gonna use Farina and run across the water. So I'll see you over there. Yeah, I find it funny they made the one character or the second character, both characters who can walk on water are short females, one of the slower character types, right? Because I believe fastest is tall male, tall female, medium male, medium female, and then child is the order that it goes in. Not child character, child like plea. But I don't know. It's just weird to me that they made the two characters who can walk on water are two of the slowest characters, or like some of the slowest characters in the game. I think we're gonna fight this guy with Nuvolet, this team first. I think we'll do both teams just to see how it is. But this team will be interesting to do first because it's Nuvolet. He is not, you know, not very much Netlandness happening. This is interesting. I wonder if there's anything else on this island or if it's just the boss. Because, you know, usually an island will have like chests and stuff. So I wonder if there's anything else there or if it's just the boss that's on this island. I'm going to assume this boss is at least somewhat similar to, yeah, there it is. I'm going to assume this boss is at least somewhat similar to the pillar guy because they seem to be made out of the same thing. Is he Hydro? Does it have like a elemental affinity? I don't know. I probably shouldn't have made it. Let me see. See, I don't know if it's imbued with Hydro or not, but like it wants to. This is a problem. You dodged. Oh my god, you got absolutely destroyed.
Clouds high. The birds call. Time to say hello.
Silence.
So obviously the thing said you could use cryo, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. You can just kind of kill it, can't you? Yeah, okay, this is where you need to use cryo. You can probably just dodge through them though.
Time to shine. Yoo-hoo.
Fallen leaves adorn my night. Go. You're free now.
I think Kazuha died. Okay, he died too.
Going.
I see.
Okay, you definitely want to bring a cryo character. Or you can just come stand over here. Let's see. Let me go heal everybody. I'm gonna swap somebody. I think I'm just gonna put somebody, like maybe get rid of Kazuha. Put like Kaya on here real quick. I want to see what the cryo thing is for, because it definitely looks like you want to bring a cryo character. So we'll just bring Kaya. He's the most alive
This will be interesting.
character that I have. We'll do this. You can have that. And then artifacts. He's got Blizzard Strayer. I don't really think he needs really anything. Yeah, he's on 4-piece Blizzard Strayer. I don't have any Blizzard Strayer, so that's why he's not, you know, filtered to it. I guess I could stick him on something like this. Just 4-piece of this. I want to see what cryo does. I should be able. The other characters should be able to just carry us through it with pure damage. I mean, Farina or Ron Nuva is a pretty solid combination of characters, and then Kaya can just kind of be there. It does seem like it wants it to be consecutive.
Strike a pose. Let mining echo.
Tell me what you see.
Silence.
Must be consecutive cryo attack, so I'm going to assume Kaya's burst.
Be free. It's time to say hello.
Let the world collide.
The tides beckon.
Like Effie would make this easy. All right, so we're gonna do this.
Frozen in time.
Yeah, okay.
Dodge this.
So you can slow it down.
Don't get frostbite.
Time to shine.
Go. You're free now.
Bow your head.
I just can't tell if. Okay, so you just kind of, that's just like a survival phase. Okay, that's not really anything.
You're getting on my nerves.
Interesting. I don't think you really need to bring cryo. Like, I bet you if you're on point with the dodges, you could probably do that without cryo. If you're strong enough, I bet you could just blast your way through it, right? And completely disregard the whole mechanic. Like, just kill it before it gets alive, but I don't have that damage output. We'll try the overload team though. Why not? It's not hard, which is good. It's not unfun like the Pillar Man, which is good. Like, I think that mechanic where you hitting it with cryo slows it down is fine. The Pillar Man I don't like because you have to break the flow of combat, but with this one, if you can just dodge in time, then you don't particularly have to. So we'll go with
Justice
this.
will prevail. Headbutt. Hero incoming. Yeah. Hut. Hero incoming. Faster, stronger.
Just run away.
On my wrath from the sky. Hands where I can see 'em. Oof. Hut.
Yeah, if you okay, so if you can just kill it fast enough, you can just completely void that whole mechanic, which is fine. That's cool. I like that. You don't have to deal with a stupid mechanic for if you're strong enough, so that's fine. And I don't think the mechanic is even that bad. Like I think the Pillar Man's mechanic is a little bit worse, just because you have to have character who can go vertical, and not all characters can do that easily. I know that there's a way to walk up it or like jump up it, but yeah, no, not everybody's gonna know about that. So, but you can just kind of murder it if you have enough damage output, which is fine. We could go look at Mondstadt. Do I want to? Kind of. But I think I'd rather save that for maybe its own video. I think that could be a fun own video to go through, like revisiting Mondstadt. I think that could be fun because I love Mondstadt. Mondstadt's my favorite, so I think that would be fine. Now comes the question: do I pull for Effie? I think she'd be fun, and it'd give me a reason to build another cryo character, build like a cryo character along with her. How many pulls are we working with? Because I think after this, I'm definitely going to start saving. We're at 72 without spending these. Honestly, what's our pity queue? Let's look at that. 0. Okay. 0 pity. Do we go for Effie? I did a little bit of research looking, and I saw that Effie didn't make Nuvolet's new best team, but it definitely. But the thing that I like about getting Escoffier is the variety wise, the team's variety wise. Like play Nuvolet with Cryo if you really want to, or open Cryo up for another thing. You know, I like to try to build maybe if I had because Ifa. I think Ifa is going to be a really interesting character because I think he realistically could work with Farina because he heals himself and everybody else. So Ifa, Farina, right? And then Farazan, obviously, for Animo DPS. C6 Farazan for Animo DPS. And then you could put like an Electro character, or you could put a Hydro character, or not a Hydro character. You could put a Pyro character on there. You know, something to swirl, or Cryo. You could put Cryo on there if you wanted to. And I just feel like it would be I think Ifa's going to basically be another Lanyan in terms of DPS status, because DPS Lanyan is just kind of the DPS Lanyan team I see a lot by Somona, who I watch. His DPS Lanyan team is Farina, Bennett, Farazan, Lanyan, right? Because I believe Lanyan her skill can be infused with Pyro from Bennett's burst, I think is how that works. So that is how that happens. And I imagine you could just you could remove Bennett because you wouldn't need the healing, although I think the attack buff would still be fine, but it would still be good. Although I don't, maybe. But you could get rid of Bennett if you wanted to, free yourself from circle impact. You could put Eonson on there if you really wanted to, and have an Electro like hyper charge. You don't even need Farina, but I feel like you could put Farina on there and Ifa. Put Eonson on there for the attack buff because Ifa can move around a lot. I think he should realistically trigger Eonson's buff, like keep the buff going because he moves around a lot. But it might be a little iffy because he flies and doesn't walk. I don't know how generous or like restricted Eonson's buff is, but you put Eonson on there, so you have Eonson, Farina, Farazan, Ifa, and then I feel like you could, and it's basically Lanyan with circle impact because you don't need the healing because Ifa can do that. I think I don't know how much he stands to heal, but if we go look at the test run version of Ifa, how much EM total did he have? And he was healing pretty solid. It wasn't like the greatest. It wasn't big chunks, but he does a little bit every time. So he has 800. Like you could easily get more than that. Like you know, if you build him with like Kazuha amounts of EM, you know, EM a weapon, or artifacts and everything. I feel like you could easily get him to like more than 800 stuff. 800 EM. I feel like you could do that if you get, you know, good EM subsets on here and everything. I feel like you could get him over 800, you know, maybe above 1,000. Also, if you got a weapon that buffed EM like this, in their thing, but like a better one than this. I don't know. I feel like Ifa is going to be it's going to be pretty interchangeable with Eon, Landian. Obviously, you're going to miss out on the shield, but you gain the healing. So, really, what are you missing out on? So, I don't know. I kind of want to pull for Effie because getting Ifa seems very fun. Aurora on Constellations is going to be cool to have. Effie herself seems like she'd allow for some more variety in builds, and that's in teams, and that's what I really like. So I say screw it. Now I don't plan on, I have no guarantee like you saw. So if we lose 50-50, I think we're not going to, yeah, we're going to gamble. I think if we lose 50-50, we're not going to worry. So let's go. First 10 pull. Of course, give me Ifa, give me Aurora and Constellations. Obviously I pulled for Varessa, who was last patch, so I don't have a ton of savings. Ifa.
Hey there, I'm Ifa, a Sorrow vet from the Flower Feather clan. You've probably heard some things about me already, but it's all good. Whatever impression you have of me, I say let's wipe the slate clean and just get to know each other. Oh yeah, then there's this little dude. That's Kakuku, my assistant. Sorrow vet in a different sense of the word, I guess. I hope the two of you will get along.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Honestly, that's really good. Getting Ifa there is great because I wanted Ifa anyway. All right, this is 20. Oh, it tells you how much it costs now. See that? I don't know. This is probably a really bad idea, but I think Effie giving the variety of teams that would be good. Goddamn eye perception. Effie, you know, expanding the options of teams that I have is gonna be fun. 30. Okay. Auroron, C1, C something. I don't know what Auroron's constellation's at. Ifa C1. That's that was 30, I believe. 40. Dory.
Oh, well, if it isn't the
I don't care. That's one of the few characters that I don't have. Now the only 4-star I'm missing is Sethos, which sucks because he's one of the ones I'm more interested in. I think Sethos would be very fun to play, but I don't have Sethos yet. But that's new Dory. I believe that was 40. 50. Okay. Layla constellation. I think that's C3 or so. Um, 60. Yeah. And then this next one is going to get us a 70. Another 4-star, of course. Favbo. Okay. There's probably another 4-star in here because that one came number 1. I have so many Favbos, so I would prefer another sword or another lance or something. Layla C4, I think. Either way, it's another Layla constellation. All right. This is 70. Oh, that was capturing radiance. Then this is Effie. If that's capturing radiance.
Well met. I am Escoffier, Patissiere Supreme, and Master of Precision Gastronomy. As an esteemed guest of the Divine, you deserve the finest cuisine Teyvat has to offer. I hope my work is to your satisfaction. If you have an interest in the culinary arts, allow me to introduce you to the wonderful world of haute cuisine. I just hope you're mentally prepared for the undertaking. I don't tolerate a quitter.
Okay, I trigger capture ratings there. I did not think that that would happen. Okay, I don't have to dip into my savings of and by savings I mean star glitter. I did not expect to trigger capture ratings there. I honestly thought I would either. What the hell is that? Okay, well we have. I don't know how the hell I'm gonna fucking build her, but you know, I don't know how I'm gonna build. Like I don't know what I'm gonna give her, but she is there. 2 wishes left. Yeah. I have another 19 here, so I honestly might just exchange this because I don't need these very much, but you know, it's whatever. So I didn't expect that. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I really thought I was gonna lose the 50-50. I didn't think captured radiance was gonna happen. I thought I would lose, either win or lose, and then you know, captured radiance to happen later. But so we have this lady now. And we have this man. Wrong button. We have this man too, which is cool. I like Ifa. I like them in his trial, so that's pretty cool. Escoffier Ianson. We have C1 Ifa, I believe. Yep. So when supporting fire hits an opponent, it restores 6 energy. That's honestly pretty good. Like restoring energy to himself. Although it is only once every 8 seconds. I don't know his duration, the duration of his thing. Oh, that's Aurora on C1. Okay, I thought that I had gotten Aurora on C1 and that was C2. Okay, bounce more times. Cool. And then we got Layla Constellation. We got Layla to C4, like I thought. And then we have Dory. New Dory. Dory is new. Dory is new. I had not gotten Dory before. I'm not going to play Dory. You cannot make me play Dory. Sadly, it wasn't Sethos, the guy who I would prefer to have gotten. It is a character. And then we have this guy also goes up. Boom. And then obviously we can also take Escoffier up as well. So I have no idea how I'm going to build Effie. Escoffier. I don't know. I don't know why I keep calling her Effie. I heard that somewhere. Oh yeah, okay. So she takes the new boss, which is not that bad. The new boss is very doable. I gotta get some farming done. I can craft 16 of these. Okay, we're good on those. So I don't know how I'm gonna build her because I don't know what she would want for things like this. So I'm thinking of just stealing this or the catch. I'm thinking of just stealing this and then leveling this for Eon-san instead, because this is the same thing. Like Eon-san can very easily make use of this. I have not leveled it at all. So I'm thinking I'm going to level this for Eon-san and just give Escoffier a Fav Lance. It's what I have. Either that or I steal the catch, but I don't think the catches, I don't think the elemental burst damage is really useful for Effie. So I think a Fav Lance would just be better for more crit, for more particles. And then Artifacts Golden Troop. Obviously, I'm not going to look right now. I do not really care. Ifa I would like to build, but I think he's going to go on the back burner for now because I need to build Ifa and I want to build another. Obviously, Escoffier means I want to play Nouvelette, Farina, Escoffier, another cryo character, right? It's what I want to do. That's the first idea I have for her. So I think building another cryo character would be good. So we have options, and I'm gonna put this, just add this at the end of the video. You know, put out the question: who do we build? So we have Kaya, Layla, Charlotte, Frem, Mika, Rosaria, Diana, Chungus. Right? I think the most compelling ones are Rosaria, Charlotte, Layla. Because I mean, Layla has shield. Charlotte can be built for healing, although don't really need it because Effie can heal. And then Rosaria has a crit buff that would be very useful. The only problem with going Rosaria is that she is another polearm character, so the weapons would be a little tight. I don't really have anything that would fit her. I could go catch, I guess. That'd be really it, is what I think. Maybe the cross spear could work, but I don't know. So I don't know. So those are who I'm thinking. Obviously, if you think differently and think a different character could be built, like Diana, let me know. We did just get another Fav bow, so that's a total possibility. Or if you think Chungus could get built, I know he does infusion stuff, which could be fun, but I don't know. So, let me know about that. And then if you have ideas for Mr. Guy right here, also let me know. I believe he wants EM, right? So if I just do I have an EM weapon in here? Mapamare, I guess. Actually, I don't think Sacrifice would be very good because the skill is just you float around, right? So I honestly think Mapamare would probably be best, or I could Faf Codex, obviously. But I think Mapamare is honestly probably the best thing I could give him. Triggering reaction grants damage bonus. Like that seems pretty solid for Ifa. Because he does a lot of reactions and getting damage bonus from them would not be bad. And it's EM, so I think that would probably work. Fury Descent Veteran, I suppose, and then maybe we'll go with him. I think he's gonna be on the back burner, but if you have any ideas for Ifa, let me know. I'd totally be down to. I wanted to build a DPS Landian team anyway. The only thing keeping me from doing it is my Farazan is C0, so I don't think this C0 Farazan is really makes a DPS animo character an amazing idea, but maybe I'm wrong about that. Anyway, that's freaking 5.6, I guess. It sure is. It so far is looking okay. It's pretty solid. Like obviously there's nothing out yet. It's not like 5.5 where we had to do a region. This is one of the interlude ones. Well, 5.5 was an interlude too, but this one, all that we have is this new island that honestly looks kind of cool. I kind of like it. This is a pretty solid spot. But it's not as big as 5.5 is. So of course there's going to be just less to do in the very beginning. I'm excited to see where the Archon quest goes. I'm not going to touch it for a while. I think I might try to do its own video, like just playing through it, because as much as I would like to do a stream too, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream this weekend, and I don't want to do it soon. So, I don't think that's probably not going to be able to happen. So I might make a video on it, honestly, play through it over the weekend, and then just upload what I play through. It'll either be a heavily edited thing, or it'd be really, oh my god, we need to hold on. It'll either be heavily edited, or it'll be more of a VOD type style. The orange ones probably go best with him, don't they? That almost matches, but his hat is more green than the blue of the wings. But sadly, none of the other greens ones. So I think getting that is gonna work. It matches the orange better. You would think like this, but I don't think he has the darkness for this on his back. So I think these are probably better. And Escoffier is red. I don't have any red wings yet. I think these would. Oh, those look so good. If you have the Natlan wings and you're getting Escoffier, use them together. Those unironically look so good. But I think this would honestly, yeah, that matches like right there, and it's white like a lot of her outfits. I think that's probably better. Sorry, most important thing ever. Or I might do that. If you have ideas for the second cryo character, let me know. I think we're gonna pivot weekly recap to farming Escoffier stuff, because why wouldn't I? I think Ifa is probably going to get built because I just like Ifa as a character too, and I think this playstyle, floating around, is cool and I like it. So, yeah. Anyway, that's 5.6. It is shaping up to be something. I sure hope it's good. I know what a nice little transmission is. I sure hope that it is good. I like this video game and I hope it succeeds. So yeah, I will catch you Friday. We were doing money early to the first two, and then we're going to switch to Escoffier farming because I mean obviously I have to. So yeah, I wonder what Escoffier's weekly boss is. That's probably important for me to find out. It's probably just the Pyro Dragon or the Natlan Dragon. Pyro Dragon. Anyway, that's 5.6. Very good. I hope the story is good. If the story is not good, I'm going to be incredibly disappointed because Mondstadt is kind of my favorite place. So I'll see you Friday for weekly recap, of course. Next week will be something or other. I don't know. Hopefully an event comes out by next week. I don't think it will, so I'll figure something out. Okay, I'll see you. Goodbye. Good luck on your pulls if you're pulling.